Hi runners, it's Amy. I'm coming at you today with dragon pose. It is basically a low lunge. So this is a really good yoga pose for your hip joints and your groin. It's going to stretch the back legs, hip flexor and quad. So this is going to be really good for your legs. So what do we need for this posture? A blanket, I highly recommend, because we will be kneeling for 3 minutes on each side. So a nice little cushion for your knees. And then 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, that's okay. You can grab either pillows, stack some books on top of each other. If you've got a thick book that's tall, you can stand it upright. I grabbed a Nalgene water bottle and like a little coffee thermos. What we're going to be doing with these blocks or props is just placing our hands on it. So we just want them to be about, 12 inches long or so. But that's what we're looking for. Pause this video, go grab what you need or watch it, and then you can do it on your own. But that's all you need. So to get into this posture, we're just going to come to a kneeling position onto our blanket if you're using a blanket. And I will start with my left leg because I think you can see it better on the camera. We're going to step our left foot forward to the front of our mat here. We're going to bend into that knee, letting the knee align over the ankle. Okay? Then we're going to look back at our back foot here. You have 2 options. Option 1 is to curl all 5 toes under and then grip the mat with your toes, and this will stretch the bottoms of your feet. Option 2 is to keep the tops of the foot on the floor, and then you will actively press your pinky toe into the earth. Okay, and that will stretch your ankle joints. So 2 options. Play with both, see which one you like better. Setting up our foundation, always connecting to what's touching to the earth first. Our hips are pointed towards the front of your mat. And then what we're looking for is to get that stretch right here. We want the stretch in the hip flexor and the quads. So if your knee is directly underneath your hip, mine is almost there, and you don't feel anything, you can shift or slide that back knee further towards the back of your mat, just elongating this area here. So depending on where you're at, knee can be right underneath the hip or you can move it back. So here we go. This is our position, baby dragon. We can rest our hands gently on our waist. They can rest gently on our knee or thigh, or you'll grab your blocks and frame the foot. So depending on how long your arms are will depend on how tall your blocks need to be. Then you'll just gently place your hands on your blocks. They don't need to be way up here. You still want to have a long spine here. Place those hands on the blocks. The gaze is going to look forward. If you get here though and you're feeling like you're really stressed out in the shoulders, I want you to roll them back and down. And then on the exhale, you can drop your chin to your chest, just allowing the back of your neck to open and hopefully keep you reminded to keep the shoulders down. So lots of options here, but once you get here, this is when you start your timer for 3 minutes, whether it's on your watch or your phone. You breathe through this, and I'll let you guys do this in your own time. At the end of your 3 minutes, move really, really slow to get out of this posture. Don't shock your body. You'll move the blocks aside. You can come back to kneeling. Nice and slowly pull that knee back in line. And then you'll take a recovery pose. My favorite is down dog. So you'd place your hands on the ground, fingertips wide, index finger pointing forward, curl the toes under, and then send the hips up to the sky and then press them back. You'll pedal into the feet just by bending one knee at a time. That's what feels best for my body. What a recovery pose in yin yoga, though, is any pose that you can move around gently in that helps you relax or kind of loosen up from holding that position for so long. So tabletop might feel good, just coming to your hands and knees, running through a couple cat-cows by dropping the belly and then pulling it back up. You can even take a child's pose by bringing the big toes together, knees wide, walking the hands forward. Your options are endless. Your options are endless. So as you do that, only spend about a minute doing that and then go into the other side and then finish your 3 minutes on the opposite side. So that is your baby dragon pose, yin yoga. gets into your hip and groin, gets into your hip flexor and your quad, even gets down into the bottoms of your feet or your ankle. If you have any questions, let me know.